Hey you guys, it's that time. Pick a story where in one of the decks or all of the decks could be a story or message for you. So what I like to do is to hold each deck up to the camera for you to see if it's resonating with you. Starting with deck number 1. Could your story or message be here in deck number 1? Or is your story or message here in deck number 2? Could your story or message be here? Or is it in deck number 3? Could your story or message be here in deck number 3? Alright, I hope you have made your selection. We will go ahead and begin with deck number 1. Oh, I hope that's not going to be in the way. Okay, we have the Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Overall energy, we have the Ace of Swords. Oh my God. The Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel that there are some sort of intense energies going on with somebody almost feeling like they can't live without something. Someone may be feeling like, if I can't have this, then I don't want to live, or what's the purpose of living? I feel like someone is thinking of hurting themselves. Not saying that someone's going to do it or someone's serious about it. Please, if anyone is feeling that way though, please look for the suicidal hotline number that's in the description box below, okay? I don't want anyone hurting themselves, but maybe you're just feeling this way and it's not as extreme, but it still feels like, if I can't have, this person, if I can't have this house, if I can't have this money, if I have to remain this way, I don't want to live. I do feel like there's also some sort of, and don't worry, I'm going to pull out both, positive and, negative messages that I might be seeing. But I do see that maybe someone is stressed about either something that runs in a family, something taboo, or some sort of family secrets. Maybe someone is like, I need to take this secret to the grave. But it just seems like there is something in regards to family secrets that someone is also worried about or thinking about. There's some sort of confusion. I also feel like maybe there's some sort of decisions that you're needing to make, but I feel like you should not be making a decision right now because your judgment is clouded. I feel like you're too emotional to make some sort of decision right now. Even if this decision has to do with, I don't know, spending money, I would say hold off. If it's about, entering a relationship, or if you are questioning a relationship, I just feel like don't make that decision until you have clarity. There's too much confusion and unanswered questions right now. And then here, just even starting off with the Moon, I feel like there's a lot of emotional turmoil going on right now. Something may be triggering your abandonment issues or your trust issues, but it's like something is also calling you to confront these fears. Maybe something has recently been brought to your attention. You're having some sort of realization, that you've been suppressing some sort of feelings, and you're like, I didn't know I still had these feelings. I didn't know these feelings existed. You know, so something's going on where you are being awakened emotionally, and kind of asked to take a look at yourself, go deeper, because there's something very mysterious going on with you. It also looks like you are emotionally seduced by someone. Just kind of meaning, like, not saying that someone is doing something intentionally, but I don't know if you've ever had a connection with someone where it's so powerful that you don't really understand it, but you just feel drawn towards it, and yet having a hard time trying to cut it off or cut it away. And, you know, it's just like kind of like make it stop energy going on with you. I feel like something's going on in your life where you're like, please just make it stop. I just want it to stop. And that's because you don't really understand it. I feel like, you know, whatever is going on in your life, this is a time for you to explore why you're feeling a certain type of way instead of trying to avoid it or take a shortcut. You know, maybe you probably did that last lifetime too. So it's like, this lifetime, don't do that again. This lifetime, you know, here's another opportunity for you to confront these emotions that you keep trying to hide or run from. But yeah, it looks like you are being drawn in to someone's energy, and it's like you don't really know why. And it could be any sign, but definitely could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, air sign, or it could be a Pisces, or it may be someone that has Venus in Scorpio. So I feel like something is illuminating you. Even if it's not romantic, it could be just something that you stumbled upon, and now you're obsessed with something that you found out. It's like it awakened something within you. Something is speaking to your heart. Something is speaking to your moon, wherever the moon is in your chart. It's like, I feel like it's like more. I need more. I need to know more. This also is a North Node thing too. So you might want to look and see where your North Node is at, because it's really a Vedic astrology principle. I don't think Western astrology talks about it as much, but North Node, aka Rahu, like wherever Rahu is sitting makes you obsessive about that house or that sign. There's some sort of obsession going on, especially if there's another planet in there too. And whatever planet is next to your North Node takes on that energy, but it becomes like hyper active. So especially if your North Node and Moon were together, oh my God, that makes someone like, it does make someone kind of like paranoid, hypersensitive, very emotional, could be the answer to bipolar. I'm not a doctor, you know, but if someone does study medical astrology and compared the cases or looked at the birth charts of cases of people who were diagnosed as bipolar, I do wonder if North Node or Rahu and Moon were conjunct in the same house or something. So again, you know, you've got cards that are expressing anxiety, thoughts that won't go away, feeling maybe haunted by memories or your past. Something could be looping. It also may indicate that you are in denial of something because you're covering your eyes. It's like, just open your eyes, just look. And you're like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to admit to this. I don't want to acknowledge this. And I feel like the reason why spirit is bothering you so much is because you are needing to acknowledge these emotions that you're dealing with, these suppressed traumas. You know, and everybody experiences trauma differently, even if it's not some sort of relationship. And again, to clarify, for any smart-lipped people that feel that I'm saying you need to enter a relationship filled with trauma, it is not the same as something toxic. Any relationship that you go into, especially if you have not fully healed, any relationships that you go into are going to reflect something going on within yourself that needs to be addressed, something that you're suppressing. It's like something needs to be brought to your attention. I even had like a revelation the other day that when your chakras are off, you also attract people into your life that's showing you which chakras are off, overactive, or blocked. So something's going on where maybe you are feeling the activation of something, maybe one of your chakras, but it's coming off as attracting emotional people maybe. So if you're attracting emotionally scarred people, maybe there's something going on with your chakras, or maybe there's something going on within you that's unresolved. Even if your traumas are different, maybe you feel like, oh no, I didn't have any, childhood traumas. It's like, are you sure? What was that relationship like with mom? What was that relationship with dad? Oh, your dad wasn't at home, but you're okay with that. Are you really? It's like certain things that people are in denial about, it brings something out of them. So I feel like certain people just have the tendency to do that. They come into your life for you to recognize something so that you can continue to heal something for yourself. All emotional relationships does not equal toxic. And I feel like that's a trend that's going on in the spiritual community and needs to stop. You can't call everything toxic. Or maybe people have different ideas of toxic. Is somebody verbally abusive? Is somebody beating you? Is somebody, those are toxic traits to me. But someone who's emotional or sad, maybe healing, but maybe not so much toxic. So yeah, those are just different things that I feel like you're needing to face or examine within yourself. This is talking about there's still some sort of inner work that you're having to do. Because there's shadow energies coming towards you. Something's definitely coming towards you. Now, I also feel that maybe there's going to be some sort of communication, and whatever these messages are, you're like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this. Maybe you are getting some sort of news about work. Maybe it's just things that you're not wanting to deal with in your everyday life. It's like, I just want a smooth day today. I feel like either way, even if this is some sort of trouble that you're dealing with, you are needing to transmute this energy and make lemonade out of lemons. Like, you've got to train yourself to think in a different way, to view something differently, instead of getting super upset about certain things. Now, it does look like someone maybe feels like they are being spiritually attacked. And maybe you are, but like I said, it's possible because there's something that you need to pay attention to in your body. Something could be going on in your body, or something could be going on with you emotionally. So it could be physically, emotionally, mentally, but just like check yourself when certain things get out of hand, spiraling out of control. Ask what it is. Ask Spirit to show you what it is that you need to understand or pay attention to. What are you supposed to be learning from this? So, yeah. Again, we've got the energy of 8. So I'm seeing 88. 88 may be of some sort of significant number for you. But it's showing that something is holding you back, like mentally, and the big moon is shining behind her. So again, I don't know, maybe even like the placement of the moon right now, or the transits are triggering things within you. You're starting to feel super emotional. I know I can start to get very emotional more and more the closer we get to a full moon. And ooh, I can't even sleep at night. Sometimes, like when that moon is beaming, it's like I'll be in a peaceful state, and then all of a sudden I'll wake up in the middle of the night and feel like I cannot go back to sleep. And it's like the moon is just like looking at me. So I don't know if that happens to you, if you're very sensitive about, you know, the moon. But either way, it does look like you're sensitive. You know, you're going to be sensitive the next few days for whatever reason. Yeah, sensitivity is heightened, intuition is heightened, emotions are heightened. Those of you that are empaths, I've mentioned this before too, and that also might be something that runs in a family. Maybe you feel like something is a family curse. You're like, oh, this is a curse. I don't like this. You know, I don't like being able to feel the energy of other people. I don't like being able to see the dead. I don't like being able, you know, so some sort of psychic ability may have been passed down to you, and you are experiencing that. So it was something I was getting ready to say about being an empath. You know, sometimes, you know, emotions that come out of the blue are not even yours. I also like to remind people that you can be an empath towards nature too. So like if something's going on in nature, like maybe you can sense when there's getting ready to be an earthquake. Like if you ever notice that you start to get like severe headaches in your lower neck, or if you start to get back aches every time something's getting ready to happen. Like sometimes your body is warning you of things that's getting ready to happen, big events that are getting ready to happen in nature, but maybe small events too. I don't know. Everyone's different. Everyone's empathic gift may play out differently. But pay attention to that. Like, was something going on last time you had like a cluster headache? Was something going on the last time you had an invisible stomach ache? I want to say invisible because it's like it's a phantom symptom. It's like nothing's really wrong. People who are hypochondriacs, you know, things of that sort. I feel like you're dealing with like phantom energies, basically. Yeah, really though, the main thing, the main way to overcome these obstacles are to just like acknowledge it, explore it, find out where it's coming from. And also, you know, you might not recognize it, but if you have a pattern of running away from relationships the minute you see a red flag, if you just immediately run without like working through that issue, that's a trauma too. That's not normal to just keep disappearing on people. That's not a normal thing. Like it's also it's a different form of abandonment. It's a fear. Even a fear of abandonment is an issue. So those are things that you're needing to pay attention to. Not saying that you shouldn't have left a situation when you did, but it is still something to pay attention to. Like, man, I keep running. I didn't notice that I keep running every time, you know, there's an issue that pops up before you have a chance to like work through it or see if the issue is something that can be resolved. You just cut it off. That's not healthy. That's abandonment. How would you have to put yourself in someone else's shoes? Like, how would you feel if someone bounced on you the minute you had an emotional cry and someone was like, I ain't got time for this. This person need to work out these issues. I ain't never seen somebody cry all night before I'm leaving. How would you feel if someone did that to you? And then you was okay the next day and you was like, damn, I can't cry. So again, with the moon here, clarified by the Nine of Wands first, does indicate that this person is walking towards their anxieties. This person has gone through some sort of emotional beating, and maybe having some sort of trust issues at the moment. And that is also unhealthy with the devil here. Something is happening excessively. There's some sort of excessive emotional traumas going on. And I feel like there's a need to pay attention to that. Now, also, there may be someone who's coming off like an energy vampire, someone who's draining all your energy. I feel like you're going to have to set boundaries with that person. I feel like you can't just run from it, but just set boundaries. Like, no, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to drain my energy. You're not allowed to do this, that, or the other. And do what you need to do to take care of yourself, to protect yourself, rather. But yeah, I feel like you're just needing to set boundaries with the things that you have fear about. Also, justice here is indicating that something is like a karmic debt that maybe needs to be repaid. Or even if you owe something to yourself, it's like you owe it to yourself to repay this karmic debt. It also looks like maybe someone is torn between their heart and, you know, their logic. Like something's going on where they're torn. I feel like someone's heart is heavy too. Now, everyone's situation is going to be different. So also keep that in mind. Someone is also maybe having anxiety about their mother, a mother figure, or a baby's mom. Maybe someone's also suspicious about what's going on between someone and the baby's mom or someone and their mother. There is something going on with someone's house too. Someone's house may be kind of haunted, filled with spirits. Or the energy just needs clearing. I also feel that if someone has like an attic, the energy is coming from the attic. Someone is doing some sort of remote viewing. I feel like you are tapped into someone's energy from a distance. Someone is thinking about you either intentionally or just because you guys are automatically connected. You can telepathically tap into their energy. I also feel like someone's been dreaming about you, or you guys have been dreaming about each other. And then I also feel like your spirit guides have been trying to get you to pay attention to something or to see something from a different perspective. I feel like your over self or your higher self has been trying to get your attention. If there is someone watching you, I feel like you can definitely feel it. You're like, I'm being watched. So it's almost like you can feel this person's eyes burning through your soul, or someone's energy is like piercing through to yours. I feel like someone's also been practicing something like astral projection, remote viewing type energy. Someone's been practicing or using you to practice on. Now, on a mundane level, I feel that maybe something's going on with someone's family, the baby's father. Something's going on with the baby's father. I feel like he's trying to either come back, or he's still in your life, but he's very authoritative, as if you guys are still together. Coming off very controlling and overprotective. There's someone around you, I feel like you are stressed because they feel like they can tell you what to do, or like they're your parent or something. Now, someone does have manipulative ways, but you have to set boundaries with them. There's something that maybe you want to say, but you haven't had the courage to do so yet. There is something going on with somebody's family. I don't know, too, if someone is wanting to come out to their family, if someone is wanting to move out on their own. Someone is feeling trapped or stuck. Mentally, something's going on where you might feel like you don't know what to do. You're like, I'm just stuck. I can't seem to move forward. Something it's like it's holding you back. There also is a possibility that there's a situation going on where someone's in a relationship and you're dealing with that person, but you know you shouldn't be, or you keep desiring someone that is unavailable, or, you know, this also could go the other way around. I'm picking up on the energies of someone who wants to be with you, but they can't. I feel like someone definitely misses the other person and feels like they missed out, or they're missing out, or I feel like they want you, but they're at the same time passive about it. They're not doing anything. In their mind, they think they're doing something, but their actions are not really showing it. I feel like your finances are pretty stable, but at the same time, you're stressed about them for some reason. Stressed about your savings, or the money that you're making, or like your career. It does seem to be some sort of anxiety in regards to that. If you are wanting a raise, I feel like you need to speak up about it. You can't I feel like you're giving your power away to the supervisor by being fearful of asking for what you want. The worst they're going to do is say no, but you at least have to put yourself out there and let them know. Like, a lot of times I talk to people who have been at jobs for so many years, and they are under the assumption that they're just going to be approached like, you've been loyal, we're going to offer you this. Sometimes, you know, people, they will overlook you. You know, you've got to speak up. You've got to ask, you know, if positions are available. You've got to take some sort of action towards that. Otherwise, they'll just continue to pass you up. And if you feel like you can't, if you're too nervous or insecure to confront them, then find something else. But don't short sell yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to deck number 2. We have the 5 of Circles, High Priestess, Prince of Cups, the Moon, 10 of Cups, overall energy, Ace of Cups, King of Staffs, and Ace of Sacred Circles. Okay, so I feel like there is someone, or someone is putting an offer out to you. I feel like there's an opportunity. It's either a love opportunity, career opportunity, but the opportunity is there. Matter of fact, I see that there may have been 2 opportunities. And whatever these opportunities are, I feel like you are walking away from them or rejecting them or ignoring these opportunities. Or something is there for you. All you have to do is ask, but you're refusing to do so. You may be feeling like an outcast, or you may be feeling ignored for whatever reason. I feel like somebody is not speaking up. Someone is coming off too quiet or too passive. There is a need for you to also like trust your intuition, and you also need to be patient for something. So I think also your patience is running short in regards to a situation. Not sure why. It's like the opportunity is there, but now also if you are trying to find out some sort of information about the future, I feel like certain things are being blocked from your view, even if you are, paying other people to look into your future. I feel that things are being blocked from your view. It's not meant for you to know everything. Matter of fact, I feel like someone is putting too much money into readings, spending too much money there. And it's like, I keep getting these readings and trying to find out this information, and I still can't find anything out. And I feel like part of the reason is because you are needing to take some sort of action, or you keep getting readings done before anything has changed with the situation. It's like something significant may need to change first. Otherwise, you're going to continue to get the same answers. I feel like you're also being pessimistic about some things, seeing a glass as half empty. And I feel like for whatever reason, you are losing your faith. You're ignoring your intuition. I feel like if you're suffering because of something, it's because you're ignoring your intuition. You're ignoring your gut. You're ignoring that inner voice. You're doubting it or ignoring it. I feel like it's more so you're outright ignoring it. You're just like saying no to something that Spirit is putting in your face, and it has done so on several occasions. Spirit has given you confirmation or given you answers in regards to something that you wanted to know already, but you may feel like it's still not enough, or you're just like, you don't believe it. You're just like, no. I feel like you just keep saying no. And so it's like you're suffering because you aren't following your intuition or listening to some sort of advice that was given to you. Now, it also looks like in regards to any type of love situation, I feel like this is more so from the perspective of the pursuer, especially if a guy. He's coming off too passive. He's coming off very reserved. I don't know if this guy has a fear of rejection. It seems like maybe that's happened in the past. Matter of fact, maybe a guy has tried to approach you a couple of times and got shot down. And so he wants to try again, but he's hesitant. Or maybe he's witnessed you say no to other people and just assumes that that's what's going to happen to him. Whatever the case, he's feeling like maybe you are unattainable. Or guys, if you're watching, whatever you want, you may be viewing it like you can't attain it, but you can. just can't be passive about it. You guys, you know, I don't know if you're cross-watching or watching all the videos, but I feel like your reading is emotional too. You're going to be dealing with a lot of hidden emotions. You also may be coming off very intuitive or psychic. You might be having a lot of dreams, seeing messages in your dreams, or feeling like you're traveling when you go to sleep, or that they're more like experiences rather than dreams. I feel like you're also going to be very sleepy, like you're not getting enough rest. Health-wise, maybe something is going on where there's a deficiency. Definitely could be some sort of vitamin deficiency, water deficiency. Something's going on, iron deficiency. There's a lack of something going on in your life. And I feel that, you know, it needs to be fulfilled. Now, you guys are also probably going through some sort of trust issues and abandonment issues. Maybe that's a common theme. I do feel that by, you know, the end of the week, you feel much better or more optimistic than how it started off. And these readings are meant to be timeless, so the time frame of a week is whenever you first come upon this video. But yeah, I feel like your troubles are going to be left behind, and dreams are going to be fulfilled, or something that you're hoping for will be fulfilled. At least, you know, even if you know something is an illusion, it's making you happy. Something may be going on too with the family. If there's been fertility issues, maybe there's been a lot of sadness due to losing, or, you know, having miscarriages. And there's a fear of being happy. But I feel like, you know, you are protected. I feel like your spirit guides are protecting you. So if you find something out this time, of course, I know everyone's situation is going to be different, but this is indicating some sort of a happy ending or having emotional fulfillment. So something's going to bring you emotional bliss. There's definitely some sort of dreaming going on. Like something's being revealed to you in your dreams. I also feel like if you have been sick spiritually, mentally, or physically, that you're going to be healed. You're going to overcome whatever illness you were going through. That phase is coming to an end. Yeah, it looks like you're recovering. If you've been really tired, I feel like you're going to finally get that rest in. And I also see something about mending something that was broken, mending bridges. So something is able to be salvaged or mended or fixed. I feel that someone also secretly wishes to be with you, or they imagine settling down with you. You might be someone's ideal person. And the thing is that I'm getting is that the feeling is mutual. That's another thing I was picking up about the empath energy. So since it's so much moon energy or water energy, I feel like that's talking about your heart chakra. So pay attention to the feelings that you're getting from your heart this week. If it's spinning, palpitating, first off, I'm no doctor. Go see a doctor if you feel like something is weird. Something weird is going on. You think you're dying. But from a spiritual perspective, this definitely could be telling you that your heart center is being activated. Matter of fact, it may not be blocked. It may be more so overactive, like your cup is overflowing with love for someone, and you just, it has no place to go. Like that energy has no place to go, especially if you're not with that person. It's like, what do I do with all this love? And it might feel like it's too much. It's overpowering. So I feel like the feeling is mutual, but maybe there's some sort of reason why the two of you can't be together. Possibly because someone's in a relationship, or maybe someone's just too nervous to come forward. I feel like someone keeps trying over and over again to get your attention. I do see nervousness. Someone's very nervous, and they keep doubting or second guessing themselves. They keep starting, then stopping. So it looks like someone wants to come forward, and they're like, no, I'm not ready. You know, they're probably going to reject me. And so they change their mind, and this is ongoing. This is some sort of routine that someone has. It's almost like every day someone picks up the phone to call you, and then they change their mind. They do this every day. I do see something happening like ice melting. So a situation that starts off cold or stagnant warms up. I feel like someone's also thinking about moving. Someone may suffer from some sort of winter depression, and maybe is thinking about moving to a place where it's warmer. I'm also getting a situation where someone feels like maybe they have all the material things that they want, but they don't have, they're not fulfilled emotionally. So someone is feeling a void or feeling empty. Even if someone is in a relationship, it's like it looks good on paper, it looks good to the public, but behind closed doors, this person is suffering or just feels empty inside. They're hiding something. Someone's relationship may be just for show. It may be a facade. It may be strictly for financial security, but that's not what this person really wants. And it also looks like maybe it comes down to a decision of what's most important, financial security or what the heart wants. So that is some sort of decision that someone needs to make. Someone does have a lot of dark energy around them. It does look like someone is being held back by spirits, but I still feel like these are spirits that you have to command your power back to. Like you have to take back control, because right now someone is operating out of fear. Someone's operating out of fear. Someone is making decisions because they're afraid that they're not going to have money, or making a decision because they're afraid they're going to be single, or holding on to a situation out of fear of rejection. So whatever your reason is, I know there could be, hundreds of reasons, but these reasons are fear-based. Feel like you're being challenged. I also see that someone feels like something is temptation and they're trying to practice some sort of self-restraint. And it could be a diet. It's like, no, I have to keep saying no to this or that because it's unhealthy for me. Or I lose control. Like, I can't just eat one cookie. I have to have the whole bag. Like, something's going on where maybe someone feels like if they can't moderate themselves, then they're going to lose control. That can even go in, a love situation where someone feels like if they can't moderate a connection, like, sure, I can be friends with this person, but then in the back of their minds, it's like, no, I'm going to lose control. I got to have more than a friendship. I got to have it all. So maybe that's another reason why someone may be trying to restrain themselves, because they feel like, no, I cannot just be friends. I have to have it all. Now, also spiritually, someone may feel like the black sheep of the family because of their spiritual beliefs or practices. I feel like somebody is watching other people live their life, but too afraid to participate. It makes me think of like someone just like literally watching other people have fun and wanting to do it themselves, but they're too scared. Just like a little example is like I'm getting like watching people going on a trampoline. And somebody feeling like I'm an adult or I'm too big to be doing that. Like, I don't want to get on a trampoline or I don't want to look stupid. I'll just watch everybody else have fun. I kind of feel like someone is doing that. Like, they want something, they can watch other people have it, but they won't do it themselves. So it's kind of like living vicariously through other people, but it's still not enough at the end of the day. Now, it also looks like someone is nervous about a response, or someone is anticipating something. It's like, okay, I did my part. Now, all I have to do is wait and see what happens. And so there's anxiety about what happens next. Somebody's life may be playing out like a fairy tale or a movie. But I do like how, by the end of the week, things seem much better. Something will be resolved here. Yeah. So we go from some sort of unresolved, unfulfilled situation to having a sense of fulfillment or completion. And that can be with any, situation in your life. But I just feel like you will have some sort of a sense of satisfaction at the end of the day. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to deck number 3. We have the Ace of Cups, Lovers. We have the High Priestess, Seven of Wands, Eight of Swords. For our energy, we have Death, Three of Swords, King of Cups. All right. Okay, I heard Brandy's old song, Broken Hearted. Lonely, broken hearted. I forgot the lyrics, but whatever. Brandy Norwood. So I feel like someone has been heartbroken. Someone was broken so deeply that they transformed. I feel like for a minute, someone had given up. They were like, I don't care what happens to me next. I just, whatever. I'm not here anymore. I feel like somebody's been feeling like a ghost. Feeling invisible. I feel like someone's been, going through some sort of a loss, had to give something up. It broke their heart to do something. I almost feel too like someone decided to either have an abortion or give the baby up for adoption. I feel like someone's being sent away. Now, I'm also getting something about a fake death for whatever reason. Like someone was just plain dead, but they're about to resurrect or be reborn. Someone's been very quietly like drifting, going unnoticed. You also could have been dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. I just feel like someone has been dead inside. I feel like that's getting ready to change though. Matter of fact, whatever your current situation is, it looks like there's going to be an ending to it. Especially in regards to matters at the heart, your love life. It looks as if you've been single, that situation is coming to an end. I feel like it might extend further out than the next week or so. But I still feel like, nevertheless, it's getting ready to come to an end. Like you're getting ready to at least be presented with an option. Maybe it's been 0 options, but I feel like an option is coming along. Not saying that it's going to go anywhere, just that an option may finally show up. I also feel that if something had been dead, like maybe business had been dead, I feel like something new is about to happen that's going to change. If you've been in a dead-end relationship, something's getting ready to change. Even if it, unfortunately, is someone intercepting the relationship, like you meeting someone and deciding to move on, or your partner, if you feel like you've been in a dead-end relationship. So there's some sort of new beginning for you. I feel like you are feeling renewed. I feel like you're saying yes to some sort of opportunity. Some of you are literally going to be swept away on your feet. I feel that some of you are going to allow yourselves to fall in love. If not fall in love, then it's like you're falling in love with your work, or you're taking advantage of an opportunity for you to pursue a passion. And you're like, oh, it's been, there's an opportunity for me to do this. I'm really passionate about this. Yes, I'll do it. So I feel like you're saying yes to some sort of opportunity that's being presented to you. Something also may seem like heaven sent. It came right in the nick of time. Now, I still say something's unknown about your situation. The outcome can change. Something isn't etched in stone. So it depends on your actions. If it involves another person, it depends on their actions. So the outcome is unknown to whatever it is that's going on in your life. If you're wanting to know, okay, well, now that I met this person, are we going to end up in a relationship? That's yet to be seen. Now that I started my business, is it going to be successful? Yet to be seen. Like, you're not going to get an answer right now. Now, I do see victory in regards to something, though. I feel like you are going to have victory, or you're going to successfully overcome some sort of obstacle or defeat your enemies in some way. So I'm showing that you will defeat whatever the obstacles were. I just don't like how you go right back into doubting something. You're doubting yourself. This is, again, having some sort of anxiety or feeling like something's out of your hands. I feel like you can change your situation. It is able to be changed. And it starts with your mind. So it is like a mind over matter situation. I feel too like someone is going to initiate conversation, or someone is just being proactive, which is good. But then maybe there's going to be a waiting period, or maybe someone immediately starts to feel scared after they initiate something, like, oh, did I do the right thing? Did I say the right thing? Should I have done that? I just feel like you start to overthink something that you do. I feel like whatever this is, this temporary delay is temporary. It's just that it's temporary. If you feel stuck or trapped, or if you're having anxiety, it's just temporary. Feel like you're also having to be very quiet about something for the time being. Like you can't say something although you want to. So it's clarified by the Lovers. You have the Lovers out. So that is something that's significant that you may need to pay attention to. First of all, something may have to do with the Gemini. Secondly, I'm seeing something in regards to, that decision. Like the universe is putting you at a crossroad or giving you an opportunity to make a decision. It's like, are you sure? Before you make that decision, are you sure? Here's something else in front of you for you to consider. What are you going to do? So I feel like you're needing to put things into perspective so that you can make some sort of decision. And you're passionate about whatever it is too. Someone needs the courage to speak up. I also feel like if someone is very shy, they're finding creative ways or clever ways to get your attention, or maybe they're approaching you and asking stuff, or finding excuses or reasons to converse with you, especially if you work together. It's just like, oh, I wonder if they know about this thing going on at work. So they have a reason to approach you and have a conversation. Matter of fact, maybe someone feels like they can't say anything unless they have a reason to. They're like, I need a reason to say something. And I feel like that's what they're waiting for. I also feel like some of you are feeling stuck in a career situation. And maybe you're like, are they going to promote me or do I need to start looking elsewhere? I feel like you need to start flirting with other job offers before you make that decision. Because I feel that there may be something else out there for you. Now, love related, be careful, because I feel like maybe someone is stringing you along. Someone is saying all the right things, or they're doing things to keep you interested so that you won't leave. Someone, I feel too, is having a hard time looking you in the eye, or someone is just having a hard time interacting with you, period, because you're coming off like hypnotic. And I feel like this person's like, oh no, you're not about to put that spell on me. So yeah, I kind of feel like someone someone views you as a spellcaster in a sense, or I want to say Medusa, but Medusa did the opposite thing. I think she was just scary to look at and turned you into stone. But I still feel like it's that same fear. It's like, don't look this person in the eyes because they're going to hypnotize you. You're going to be spellbound if you look at this person. If you interact with this person, you're going to be under their spell. It's kind of why I feel like someone is avoiding you, or maybe the reason why you're avoiding someone or not wanting to give someone eye contact. I feel like someone also feels the need to keep themselves distracted when they're talking to you. It's weird. I just kind of get like, I don't know. For the most part, I think maybe someone just doesn't know how to behave around you. Especially if someone is like married or committed and they're like, I don't trust myself around that person. Let me keep this a friendly conversation. Let me do this. So they're doing all sorts of things to just kind of distract themselves from what they're really feeling, which is desire and attraction. Now, if this is also talking about career, this is saying that you've got to take some sort of action towards what you want to do. Like maybe you just keep saying that you want to start your own business, or maybe you have it all set up, but you haven't actually done anything. I feel like you need to go ahead and push yourself, because it's showing that you're also kind of trapped in your own web and making excuses to a certain extent. You don't need to do anything else. It's showing that you've got enough to get started. And it's funny because like even when I started this business, like I knew I wanted to take phone calls, but I was like procrastinating. And it's like I had my phone set up, and it was like kind of like no more excuses. And I remember before I left my job, I took a couple of calls one day just to get my feet wet. And I was like, let me just see what this is going to be like. So I did that, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And so, but I held on to the job. But eventually, the job became so uncomfortable. Spirit made it so uncomfortable that I just like left and never came back. And I remember just getting on the phone, and I had like really had made the same amount in that one day that I made like in a whole week at work. And I was like, oh, like, okay, like I could do this. So yeah, that made me permanently decide to go ahead and risk, because that was technically still a risk. I could have just been lucky. And honestly, you guys, yes, business does fluctuate, so it's not like I'm always booming like that. But it is, I'd rather, you know, put the time into doing something that I'm passionate about instead of going to a job for 7 days and making the same amount of money. You know, it's like, okay, I could just do what I love and make the same amount of money. So, yeah. So if you have your own business that you keep procrastinating to start, please do it. Please just do something. Start that website. If you're trying to sell hair, you got a batch of hair that you know you can start shipping off. Go ahead and advertise it. Start shipping that hair out. Like, do what you need to do. You already recorded some videos for makeup tutorials. Release them. Like, get started. I don't know why I'm getting like Angela and Michael. So Ace of Cups looks like you have someone right there, but you're fighting it. Like this opportunity is right there, but you're fighting it or being resistant. If you're wondering if it's a love situation and you're wondering if someone feels mutual, I would say yes. The attraction is mutual. There's an intense connection between both people. There is something going on. There's something false. Something is like false. I feel like it's more so people behaving in a false way. Or people communicating with each other, but it's just indirectly. I feel like maybe both parties have been trying to attract the other person indirectly. I feel like someone's like, I'm not going to look. I know if I look, you know, it's going to start up all over again. So I just heard Adam bit the apple. So I feel like whatever you were being seduced by, you know, you fell into temptation. You did what you said you weren't going to do. Whew. Okay, I feel like someone is intervening a relationship. It looks like if you're attracted to someone, this person is probably in a relationship. But now this person is questioning, should they stay in a relationship or not? But I feel that this was the catalyst. This is the catalyst to the beginning of the end. This was more so something that this person was already subconsciously thinking about. And now something's been brought to the surface. Yeah, I feel like someone is contemplating working something out. I also feel that someone went ahead and set up that job interview and is now debating about staying at the current job or leaving. Yeah, I feel like some of you do have a secret admirer, or you secretly desire something and you're going to go after it. Oh, the Emperor and Empress came out, so I feel like the energies of divine masculine and feminine have been aligned. Like you're hearing from this person or you're connecting with this person, whoever your divine counterpart is. I feel like you guys are mutually thinking about each other and you mutually desire each other. But it is like one person is coming off as temptation. I feel like someone is about to roll out of one situation and into another. I also feel like the tables are turning. This is something that somebody asked for, though. I feel like this is what you asked for. You put something out into the universe and it's being returned to you, or is your prayers are coming into fruition. Something's manifesting. Whoever is coming towards you, I feel like they want to spoil you. Whatever it is that gives you a sense of security, that's what this person wants to give to you. Yeah, so hopefully these messages have resonated. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sending you love and grace.